don't care what one person thinks of me. We have to get back to these founding principles of restoring this country to greatness.
Aunt Middleton reacts as Katie Hopkins challenges Keir Starmer live on air. You're not going to believe what just happened. Because while everyone was busy arguing about polls, party conferences, and Westminster drama, something unexpected unfolded live on air, something that pulled Aunt Middleton, Katie Hopkins, and Keir Starmer into the same political moment. And it's now the conversation taking over political Twitter. And trust me, this isn't the kind of exchange you can scroll past. This one carried energy, tension, and raw reactions from the moment it happened. So let's get into it fast. It began as a standard political segment, another live panel discussion, another round of commentary on Starmer's leadership, and the usual back and forth about public trust. But then, Katie Hopkins made a remark, a sharp, pointed comment about Starmer's recent public statements. Not an insult, not an attack, but a bold critique delivered in the typical Hopkins style, direct, unapologetic, and designed to spark debate. And sitting off-screen, listening in real time, was Aunt Middleton. What nobody expected was that Middleton would jump in. His reaction wasn't dramatic. It wasn't theatrical. It was subtle but unmistakable. A small nod, a raised eyebrow, a quiet, "she's got a point." And social media caught it instantly. Within seconds, clips were being uploaded with captions like, "Aunt Middleton agrees with Hopkins live on air." Middleton reacts to Starmer criticism. Did you see this? The energy shifted. The panel shifted. And suddenly, this wasn't a normal discussion anymore. Hopkins highlighted what she believes is a growing gap between Starmer's speeches and everyday concerns. She pointed out moments where she felt Starmer's tone missed the frustration people are feeling right now. Again, no personal attacks. No inflammatory language. Just pointed political commentary. Middleton responded not with a speech, not with a rant, but with something simpler. A public nod of agreement. It was the kind of reaction that speaks louder than words, because Aunt Middleton rarely jumps into political commentary. He's more known for leadership training, resilience talks, and tactical analysis, not political debates. So when he reacts, people notice. And that's exactly what happened. Comments exploded across timelines and channels. One viewer said, "When Aunt Middleton reacts like that, you know he's being honest. He felt that." Another wrote, "Hopkins didn't hold back, but she also didn't cross any lines." This was fair criticism. But the most interesting reaction came from a well-known political columnist who tweeted, "This moment will be replayed for days. Not because of what was said, but because of who agreed." That's the key. This wasn't about the volume of Hopkins' critique. It was about the unlikely alignment, Hopkins speaking boldly, Middleton reacting calmly, and the topic being Keir Starmer at a time when trust in leadership is already a national talking point. To understand why this clip is blowing up, you need the backdrop. The public conversation around Starmer's leadership is shifting. Analysts say the expectations around him are higher than ever. Voters want clarity, strong communication, and visible conviction. So when someone challenges Starmer's tone or message, especially live, it hits a nerve in the national conversation. And when public figures like Middleton seem to agree, even subtly, it adds emotional weight. This wasn't a coordinated attack. It wasn't a political alliance. It was a spontaneous moment, one person speaking boldly, another reacting honestly, and that authenticity is what made it go viral. Behind the scenes, political voices were quick to comment. One senior political aide reportedly told a broadcaster, "This clip is going to circulate because people don't trust rehearsed politics. They trust real reactions." Another insider said, "Middleton's nod might seem small, but it resonates because he's seen as independent, not tied to any party." Journalists picked up on the emotional tone. Media analysts started discussing the impact of unscripted political moments. And even neutral commentators admitted that the moment revealed something deeper. People are paying attention to authenticity, not just policy. Within hours, TikTok edits appeared, Twitter/X hashtags climbed, YouTube Shorts used the clip as commentary, Facebook debate groups analyzed every facial expression. One viral comment read, "This is why live TV is powerful. You see real human reactions, not pre-approved statements." Another viewer said, "Like them or not, both Katie and Aunt spoke from the heart today. That's what people want." And this is exactly why the moment has taken on a life of its own. Expect more media debate. Expect Starmer supporters to push back. Expect commentators to interpret the clip from every angle. Because this wasn't about mocking. This wasn't about hostility. This was about tone, reaction, authenticity, and how quickly the public notices when something feels unscripted. The real question now is, does this moment change anything for Starmer's public perception? Or is it simply a viral reaction that reflects growing tension in the political atmosphere? Because if this small, unexpected exchange can spark this much conversation, what happens when the next live moment hits? And the next reaction? The next unscripted truth that slips through? One thing is certain. If this is just the beginning, the political conversation is about to get a lot more unpredictable.